Aussie patriots, there is an attack on Aussie values here, and you should stand up for it. We need to unite and stand up for it, but we need to articulate it properly. Yes, there are multiculturalism issues, there are machete fights, and all this like rubbish life that we're seeing introduced to our streets. But there's bigger boogeymen. There is a hierarchy of attack or threats. And the economic crisis that squeezes the life out of all of us, our wives, our children, everyone, our whole communities, that is a big deal. Now, what's causing it? Well, we're marching against corruption in the government. What does that mean? Well, Albo and Rudd just gave you a really, really good example. There are like economic infrastructure, like coercive, manipulative demands that Australia answers first to appease external financial interest groups before they care about Aussies on the ground and our culture and our suffering the economic crisis here in Australia. So Albo and Rudd, we just saw them go to a meeting in the Trump Oval Office. They just committed a further 1 trillion on top of our economic crisis of all our national purse, the super fund investments going to foreign external infrastructure, the US jobs first. So there will be tens of thousands, according to Trump, tens of thousands of high paying jobs for Americans due to that deal. Now, instead of the super being refunded back into Australia to mortgages, to businesses, to infrastructure, to projects and companies, etc., that could be done, we're going elsewhere. So they commit that. Rudd commits precious metals. That's going towards war efforts and IDF and US military groups and defense contractors, their weapons, bombs, and all that stuff. There is literally the biggest act that's going to make Aussie lives hard, destroy the Aussie way of living, happening by Rudd and Albo over there to Trump. So we're not a friend. If you're not Trump isn't a friend to Aussie values. The Israeli, Jewish, US billionaire oligarchical group that control corporate, progress are demanding Australian ways of like live and work and effort, dutifully, conscientiously go to work, hardworking people here in Australia to be devoting their time and lives and purse towards the super funds that make money off interest that our taxpaying dollars pay them interest to reward their investments overseas, and we're getting squeezed. So there is a total economic crisis being funded by these deals they're doing. So corruption in the government, Albo and Rudd just showed you there and then. That needs to be number one consideration, because you take that money back, invest in Australian mortgages and whatnot, we're at a better way of living. Our economic crisis alleviates, we get better funding going on here on the streets and the culture gets improved. So yes, there's all a range of issues, guys, a lot, but do not focus away. Do not detract from the number one issue, Jewish, Israeli, US oligarch control of our finances.